Hello, everybody. Welcome to this amazing session with Formula Botanica. We're going to be introducing you to a little bit of what's to come. We're going to be talking about our amazing free masterclass with Formula Botanica, where you're going to learn how to make a great product. So, a little introduction. My name is Suzanne. I'm one of the student mentors at Formula Botanica. And if you're new to Formula Botanica and everything that we're about, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here joining us. And as a student mentor, I am one of the people that support our students in our online classroom. We're also going to be supporting you through this masterclass. So, not to worry, we're going to have a quick little chat today, and I'm here joined by Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Suzanne. Thank you. Yes, my name is Sarah. I am a student advisor here at Formula Botanica. I work on the help desk, so I do a lot of the admissions support. The student support is my specialty, so helping all of our students get through their courses. I'm a student and a graduate as well, so I've been on the journey that all of our students take, and I'm here today to tell you all about this amazing free training that we're doing. It is our masterclass. We don't do them very often, so it's a big deal. And we teach you how to make a botanical face cream. So we are really excited to share this one with you.
Yes. And so, this masterclass, if you've signed up already, you would know it starts October 2nd. So, we've got a little bit of time. If you have not signed up for the masterclass, you must sign up. It's free, it's completely free. And we're going to be committing with you to support you through this masterclass so that you totally understand what this is about. The ingredients that we're going to be using, the process, the whole thing is going to be laid out for you so easy because Formula Botanica, we believe that anyone can formulate. And when you learn to formulate, it's really a life lesson, isn't it, Sarah?
It really is, and it's life changing as well. It's not just about what you do here. It's about giving you the skills to continue that journey moving forward. And we would love to know why you're here. So if you are joining us live, please do let us know in the chat why you're joining us. Why did you sort of sign up to this new adventure to learn how to formulate? Everyone does it for different reasons. Sometimes it's for family, for themselves, because they want to learn a new skill. There's all sorts of reasons. So please do let us know in the chat why you've joined us for this free masterclass and also where you're from, because we love to see
Yes.
how global our community is, and we love to see those countries pop up. So please do let us know in the comments.
Yes, and the whole team at Formula Botanica is global as well. I'm in Canada, Sarah's in the UK. We have team from everywhere around the world here to support you. Many of us speak different languages, and we have many of our students and graduates as well global. So it's a great opportunity for you to join us in the masterclass. My
Indeed.
first question to all of you is, have you signed up? And have you downloaded your workbook? Sarah. Oh, there you go. Sarah has a copy of her workbook. I also have mine. I printed mine and I put it in this binder. I find it very easy. Now you don't have to print it out. If it's not easy for you to print it out, you can print some pages out. But we recommend you printing it out because there are some pages that you will have to complete. So the workbook is also part of your masterclass, all free, all for you to print out and keep. So I highly recommend saving it, printing it out, putting it in a binder, or having it bound. So let us know in the comments who has downloaded your workbook already. I must,
hmm And
yes.
as Suzanne says, this is obviously something that you fill in as you go. There is 9 lessons, 9 episodes in the masterclass. There is an entry in this booklet for every single one. And by the time you finish filling it in, this becomes like your how to go to guide, just to sort
Yes.
of formulate again. If you buy, we're not talking specifically about ingredients today. We have a whole other live on that one. But if you do buy one of the kits, you will have enough in your kits to make this cream, I think 3 or 4 times over. So this is something you really need right from the beginning for every lesson, for every live, for every Q&A that we're going to do with you
Yeah.
over this masterclass. Because when you fill this in, it means you can come back and remake this cream over and over again. So make sure you download it, print it, and if you want to bind it, you can do. It doesn't have to be printed in color. I've printed it in color, but you don't need to print it in color. It can be black and white just to save on your ink. But yes, this is your Bible for this masterclass. So
Yeah.
make sure you get it printed.
Yes, and the cream we're going to be learning to make is fantastic. I can tell you it has been amazing for myself, my family, and to also learn to make it as gifts, right? Because we have here in Canada, we have Thanksgiving coming up in October, and then Thanksgiving in the States in November, and then we have Christmas and Hanukkah and so many great birthdays. So learning to make something like this is amazing. And what's really important that I had to stress is that at Formula Botanica, we don't just say to you, here's a recipe, here are your ingredients, mix them and good luck. No. What we do is we're going to guide you in this masterclass so how to make it step by step so you totally understand everything. So on that,
And we teach you how to customize it as well later on.
yes,
We don't teach you that at the beginning. We teach you that at the end, so you get the core concept, and then we teach you how to make it your own. So we go one step further.
that's right. So we've
The
taught,
last time, sorry, Suzanne, the last time we taught this masterclass, we had tens of thousands of people do it. Over 60,000 students joined this masterclass. So you are one of the few action takers who's actually signed up already, downloaded your workbook, and are ready to go. So give yourself a pat on the back.
awesome. I just have to quickly mention I see in the chat lots of people telling us that they joined. I see people from US, from Canada, from the UK, from Africa, from, oh my goodness, Pakistan. I see lots of you signing in. Thank you so much for adding to the chat. Let us know where you are and how excited you are about this because October 2nd, we're going to start. So make sure you sign up if you haven't already.
Indeed. And just going back to that global community, we've got people in Italy there as well. I've just seen. Um, we are, as Suzanne mentioned, we are a global school. We have 22,000 students, over 22,000 students, and we have taught or do teach in 194 countries worldwide.
It's amazing.
So it is just unbelievable, and that's shown obviously by the chat and how many people are already showing us they are global, joining us from all over the world. So thank you very much.
Yes. So, benvenuti, bienvenidos, welcome. Join us, everybody. We have a few slides, a little presentation to show you, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what this free masterclass is all about. So, let's get to that, Sarah. What do you think?
While you load the slides, I have a question to ask. Has everybody got their masterclass ticket? Because it was emailed to you shortly after you signed up. Please do let us know in the chat if you have received it and you have your ticket. That is your entry to the masterclass. So please do let us know if you've got it in the chat.
Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. So today we're going to be talking about how to create your home lab and to get formulating, because I know this question comes up a lot. Many people are worried. Maybe I don't have space. Do I have the right equipment? So that's all going to be covered in this masterclass. So not
Indeed.
to worry. Yeah.
And just before we get started with all of this, there's one very important page that you need to access in your workbooks straight away as soon as you downloaded it, and that is the course planner, which you can find that here on page 5.
Perfect.
Nope, yeah. Okay. So basically, it goes week by week. It tells you when the episodes are coming out and which ones are coming out. And it tells you when episode 10 is happening. That's a live event that we teach live. And you can fill in the other dates with the live events that are happening from there on. So if there's any lives that are listed, Q&As, anything like that, you can pop them in there. You can also fill this in to say when you're going to make your cream, because you may not make it in line with each of the episodes. You might wait until the end and do it all at once, and that's fine.
Mhm.
But you might make it as we go. So you can commit to completing this masterclass by adding your dates in there as well.
Yes, I see
Off you
lots of
go, Susan.
yeses. I see lots of
Yay!
yeses in the comments. I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh, I see. Thank you, Holly. Thank you to you actually for joining, because this gives us so much joy to see so many people joining in. What a great opportunity, honestly. Like we said, it's a life lesson, and to make this wonderful cream. Look at this picture. I mean, if you
That is a
haven't,
beautiful photo.
it is a beautiful photo. It is a beautiful product. So it has a slight little green tinge from one of the ingredients which you're going to be using, and that can vary in color, so not to worry. But I'm
Mhm.
glad to see all of you commenting about, yes, you're joining, yes, you're downloading your workbooks. So perfect. Excellent. So we're going to be making this amazing cream, and we're going to show you every step of the way. So yes, I see many of you commented. Look at this. We love when people join the masterclass and they share their selfies in the skincare entrepreneur mastermind group. And you'll see in the comments that our team member Liziane has shared as well the link to the Skincare Entrepreneur Mastermind group on Facebook. That's where the magic is going to happen. That's where we're going to be updating you when when the next episode or lesson comes up for you. So make sure you join if you haven't already. And we want to see your selfies, because we're going to feature you and your selfie next time we do any promotion like this. So it's amazing. It's free. So be prepared. So we're going to cover a few things in today's topic. Number one, why make a face cream? Sarah, what do you think?
Well, face creams can be really, really lovely to use because they can be completely customized to your skin, your choices of when you want to use them, the age of your skin, if you have any allergies, anything like that, we can customize it. Face creams are generally left to be fairly simple in most cases because they're there for nourishment and moisturization. But they're just so interchangeable and flexible, and you can do so much with them. And there's something about putting something on your skin that you have made and you have done. That's that real sense of achievement. And when you put it on your face, it feels lovely. So
Oh,
it's that
yes.
warming sort of just I've done this sort of sensation. It's lovely.
It is amazing. And not only that, but it's really, I think, as families doing master classes together, we've had some families do this with their kids. It really teaches them self care, right? Because we
Yeah.
don't promote young children going and using, complicated products and all of this, but learning to look after themselves and learning to care for their skin. Plus, like Sarah said, making your own products. I mean, for me, I don't know if you can see, I'm in my mid 50s, and I only started formulating a few years ago, and I've learned so much through Formula Botanica. I'm so thankful. But I've seen a huge change in my skin, and my daughters, I have three daughters, same thing. So it is a life lesson. Nobody can take this away from you. And I think that's priceless. So, yeah.
It definitely is.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone starts as a beginner. Like I said, I started with Formula Botanica knowing nothing. I had downloaded a few YouTube videos and learned how to make a body butter, and it was nice, but I didn't know at the time how unsafe it was and how it was sensitizing my skin, because I had redness and I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't looking after it by adding antioxidants. I didn't know why. So all of that is going to be covered in this masterclass. So, Sarah, number two, learn all about botanicals.
Well, as the slide says, there is a world of ingredients out there, and it is so true. We're only going to be working with 8 very basic ingredients to get you started so we don't overwhelm you. But there are thousands and thousands of ingredients available, and this is why we teach you to customize your cream in episode 8,
Yes.
so that you can choose what you want to use. Because some of the oils that we use, you may not like the feel of, you might not like the smell of, it might not agree with your skin. That's fine. Everybody is different. And this is why there are so many ways in which you can customize it. So, yes, botanicals are amazing to work with. They can offer real benefits to the skin. And we're going to introduce you to a few throughout this masterclass.
Yes, and we've had some people ask us previously, What if I want to switch it up and use rose? What if I want to use, different essential oils? Or what if I, those kinds of questions, all the what ifs are going to be answered as well in your masterclass.
Mhm.
So not to worry. We cover switching up ingredients. We cover customizing it for different skin types. It's going to be awesome.
If any of you watching have a favorite botanical that you already use, please do let us know in the chat. It'd be interesting to see how many
Ooh,
of you are already, playing with the formulation a little bit. So if there's something that you'd always use, for me, it's an oil from South Africa. It's called Kalahari melon oil. It's something I
ooh.
use in a lot of my formulations because I just absolutely love the way it feels on my skin. So yes, if you're watching and you do have a favorite oil or a favorite butter or a favorite floral water that you use, please do let us know.
Awesome. I see a comment from Gail in Canada who says, I really enjoy working with essential oils and creating gifts for friends. Well, you know what? I totally hear you. We're going to be talking about essential oils and how to use them safely. So, not
Mhm.
to worry. That's all going to be covered in this masterclass. Okay, so talking about safety, number three, safety is incredibly important and something that isn't talked about when many DIY recipes are shared elsewhere, but something we really take seriously at Formula Botanica because you need to know when to use essential oils, when not to use them, which ones, and the quantities. And we're going to talk about dermal limits and packaging safety, all of that. So really important to think about safety and for you to learn about safety. And that's something that we take a lot of pride in at Formula Botanica because we want to make sure that when you create products, you know how to create them safely so that they're not growing mold and bacteria, because not all mold and bacteria is visible to the naked eye. You can take a product and look at it and say, oh, it looks fine to me, but it can be growing bacteria that you don't see. So we're going to be
Mhm.
covering that as well.
Before we move on, I'm just going to address a question from Shannon. Yes, you can still do the masterclass. Don't worry. You're more than welcome to carry on along with us as we go. Don't worry about that.
Yes, it's free. I would say everybody do it. We've had students and graduates with Formula Botanica who have taken all our courses and then decide to still do the master classes because there's always something to be learned.
Hmm.
Yeah. I love these comments. This says in the screen, you can see my scales have arrived. So today I'm finally starting to formulate. And I love comments like this when people share it in the Skincare Entrepreneur Mastermind group on Facebook, which I hope you have all joined if you haven't already. And let us know when your ingredients arrive and when your packaging is chosen. So we love supporting you, and it's so exciting. And I think it rubs off on everybody else when you get excited when you receive your ingredients, and other people who have signed up can also do that. It's
Hmm.
very cool. Yeah.
And as a mentor, Suzanne spends a lot of time in the group, so it gets her excited as well. And we get to see your journey as well from a beginner into a formulator. So it's quite nice for us to see the whole journey. So yes, do share it with us.
Yes. And before we get to number four, I see Brenda's comment that says, I love using rosehip oil and rice bran oil. I am with you on that, Brenda. Like rosehip seed oil is one of my favorites, especially for me. I have aging skin and it needs all the support I can get. Rosehip oil is amazing. And rice bran oil is a very drier, it's a more dry oil. So if your face tends to get oilier, you can always use rice bran oil as an alternative. And so we're going to be covering a lot of that. You're going to learn so much. It's going to be blow your mind. Okay, so number
Angelique mentions that she uses rooibos and aloe with rosehip oil as well. Rosehip oil is a good one, and I've used aloe in a lot of things. It can be challenging in some formulations, but it's very, very good for the skin.
yes, perfect. I love these comments. Keep them coming. Let us know what your favorites are. And number four, everyone can formulate. That's something we talk about very often because that's one of Formula Botanica's models. There you go. Sarah's sharing it. That's in the back of your masterclass workbook. Everyone can formulate. You don't have to have a chemistry degree. You don't have to study expensive 3-4 year courses to know how to make a product like this. And we're going to show you how. We all start in the same place. Many of us have started with really not knowing much, and feeling sort of intimidated, like I'm scared, I'm not sure what to start. This is what these master classes are all about, because you want support, and doing it with tens of thousands of other people is really going to inspire you to feel more confident. So this is perfect. Find your passion, right, Sarah?
Indeed, and embrace it as well. For those of you that like cooking or like, being creative in general, you're going to love what we're about to show you because it's all connected.
Yep. We've had a lot of people like this comment on the screen that you can see. I have never been this passionate about my field of work. I totally agree with you. It has been incredible. I have been able to launch a brand of hair care products here in Canada, thanks to everything I've learned with Formula Botanica. I used to have a desk job, which, there's nothing wrong with it if you love it. But for me, it was sort of, I was tired of doing the same thing and I needed more in my life. So if this is something for you, if you're thinking of starting maybe a brand, or if you want to launch a couple of products that you can run on the side of your full-time job, then that's also a great thing. And it works for so many of us.
Indeed, it does.
Sarah, number 5.
Confidence. Our community breaks new ground every day. That is so, so true on so many levels. So the skincare entrepreneur mastermind is has tens of thousands of students in there. If you join the school on one of the paid courses, you also get access to an exclusive student only group as well that has over 10,000 students in there as well. It's many over 10,000. I just can't remember the exact number. But the
Yeah.
community is what helps others gain confidence, take steps forward, make changes, adjustments, troubleshoot. I mean, we give you that element of support in the courses,
That's
but the
huge.
community really do help as well. And it's one of those things that many people who start this journey often say to us, I feel like I'm doing it alone because nobody within my social circle or my family have any idea why I'm doing it. They don't understand why I'm doing it. They don't
Right.
see or share my passion. And that's where the community steps in and holds its own so well because you are surrounded by thousands and thousands of people who have that same passion as you and feel what you're feeling and are enjoying exactly what you're doing. They may all be at different stages. Some might have been formulating for years, some have just started, some are somewhere in the middle, but they are all on the same journey. They all have the same passion. And that is so inspiring when you're struggling, but even when you're not struggling, like just to share what you've achieved and go, look at what I've done. Like that is amazing. So yes, the community is just an unbelievable resource and it's all yours for free.
Yes, definitely it is. And as a student mentor, I'll be one of the many people that will be supporting your journey. So whenever you have questions and you post them in the Skincare Entrepreneur Mastermind group, we're going to be going in there and helping guide you every step of the way. Yeah. Sarah, I have to highlight this comment by Fausta.
Hmm.
I'm a student at Formula Botanica and I love to formulate balms, soaps, and body lotions. And I think this is really an inspiring one for me because I think many of us in the community have started as soap makers, making amazing soaps. But if you are a soap maker and you have a soap making brand that you sell, if you sell soaps, why not pair them up with selling body lotions, right? Or facial creams, different types of cleansers and shampoos. So this is a great place to start. Thank you, Fausta, for sharing that. I love that as a student and a graduate. It's amazing. So thank you. Yeah, life changing, definitely.
I'm going
Um,
to leave this one with you, Suzanne, because I think it's changed your life so much.
Oh, it has definitely. Um, in this particular comment from one of our graduates, she says, "I made it. Thank you, Formula Botanica tutors, for your great feedback and support." That's what Sarah mentioned. This is what it's all about for us. We want to see the whole world formulate. So it's great to become a formulator and sharing in your stories, in your journeys. We've had tens of thousands of students learn with us. As Sarah mentioned, 60,000, I think they were last masterclass that we shared. Yeah,
Over, yeah, more than.
yes, that's amazing. I love it. Okay, so what do you need to think about? First thing that comes up, formulation space, right? So with formulation space, one of the things that you need is a desk. You need a space, a little space. And many of us, like when I was doing the master class and just starting, I used a little space in my kitchen. I had a drawer that I used that I said to my family, please don't use that for anything. I'm going to put all my tools and equipment and ingredients in there, and that way it stayed clear from all the other kitchen products. So that was fine. What about you, Sarah? How did you start?
I started with a cardboard box, a big one. I say a big one, it was medium sized and it had all of my equipment and supplies in it. And it had all of my stirrers, my thermometer, and everything else. And I used to have a tiny little worktop in the kitchen. I used to have to move the microwave off of the countertop
Hmm.
so I could use the space where the microwave was. And that's literally where I started, in a tiny little corner of the kitchen with a box of supplies. That was literally it. And that's all you need. Your formulation space doesn't need to be huge, it can be packed away, popped in a cupboard as long as it's kept clean. You know, if you have to put it somewhere, like, you know, if you've got animals or anything, you can just wrap the box up or plastic lid it, you know, something like that. So you don't, it's not a scary space, it's not a huge space. It just needs to be something small that's yours that you can keep clean for the duration of your formulation.
Exactly. Yes. Clear from babies reaching into it and from pets jumping on it.
Yeah,
Clear from plants, anything that can introduce, fruit flies or bugs or anything like that. Then even a bin, anything's fine. So it goes, and you've got time to sort it out because this is starting October 2nd. So we've got a little bit of time for you to think about where you're going to keep all your ingredients, tools, and equipment safely, right? So on
indeed.
that, talk about equipment is the next one. So for
Mhm.
equipment, you don't need very much. Everything will be shared with you when you sign up for the masterclass. There will be a shopping guide in there, and it's also listed in your workbook, right, Sarah? So
It is indeed.
yeah, the same as supplies, all the supplies that you need in terms of ingredients or mixing tools or anything like that. That's all shared within the workbook and in your study area. So as long as you sign up for the free masterclass, you'll be fine. You will receive a link by email. Once you get that link, it'll open for you. You need to bookmark it. That's super important. Bookmark it, and that way you have access to it every single time. And there you will see everything that you need, as well as a link to all of the different episodes that will be starting live, and also for you to watch whenever you have time, because you don't have to watch everything as it happens live. So, not to worry with that.
And we have an entire live on equipment coming up on Wednesday, the 24th. That's next Wednesday at 4 p.m. UK time. So, whatever time that is in your time zone.
Mhm.
Um, and we have an entire live. Um, I think I'm on that one actually, talking all about talking all about what you're going to need in your home lab for this masterclass. And trust us, it is so simple. You'll have the majority of it at home. You might have to invest in one or two ingredients, but in general, you know, you'll have everything you need. So don't worry, we've got you covered on that one.
Yep, exactly. And Lisiana shared in the chat as well two excellent links for the blog. one on how to set up your home formulation lab, and the other one is a beginner's guide to setting up a home formulation lab. Don't leave. Don't leave now, but save those links. You can click them and save them and come back to us. And after we finish, go and have a quick look because there's lots of super helpful tips.
Indeed.
So, above everything else, you're going to feel sometimes like there's a lot of information. Don't worry about it. It's very easy. It's very simple. We got you every step of the way, so don't feel intimidated. So,
No,
all right, perfect. So,
we
formulate
missed
your way.
supplies on that one. Pop back. We missed supplies.
Oh, we missed supplies.
We
Okay.
missed supplies.
Okay, there you
So
go.
just so we have an entire webinar on supplies, on ingredients and suppliers, how to find them, on Monday coming. So we've got the supplier guide, suppliers and ingredients on Monday, equipment on Wednesday, 6 p.m. on Monday, 4 p.m. on Tuesday. So all of the ingredients are in the study area in your lists, and if you can buy the kits from the suppliers, which you can find in the study area as well. So we're going to cover everything in more detail in the masterclass, but yes, don't worry, as Suzanne says, keep it simple and we have you covered.
Yes, perfect. And all of this will be sent to you by email as reminders, and also posted in the Skincare Entrepreneur Mastermind group on Facebook. So as long as you keep checking there, we're going to be notifying you when everything's coming up. So
Indeed.
get ready to be pumped and excited. Perfect. So formulate your way. As we mentioned, what can I use to make my space safe? Can I use my home? Yes, we covered that. Not to worry. You can formulate at home, especially for this masterclass. That is perfectly fine. Just keep the area sanitized and clean. We're going to show you also how to do that in this masterclass.
And other things to consider include things like, when you do formulate, make sure you have the babies looked after, the pets are in another room, you've washed your hands, you've got your PPE, all that kind of stuff. It's all little things, basic things, and we talk you through them. So there really isn't much more you need to consider, really.
Yeah. So just to dissect a little bit what we were talking about, your home lab, let's get started with the basics because that's all you need to begin formulating. And some of the basics that you will need are covered again in your workbook. You will receive everything, so don't worry about this. This is not going to be your only reminder. Your workbook will have everything. There's a shopping guide that will show everything you need with links to sources and suppliers. Everything will be there. But it includes things like pH strips and what the difference is between a pH strip and what do you call the
Litmus paper.
litmus paper, which is not what you want to use. Those are the flat yellow or green looking ones. You don't want those. You want the ones that look like this picture. Those.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pH strips. You want beakers. You want to use a whisk like this. These are very inexpensive. You can buy them on Amazon. So you'll see links to all of that. Not to worry. You don't have to remember everything I'm saying. Your scales are super, super important because you have to get a particular weight capacity scale, which we call jewelry scales. Right, Sarah?
Correct.
All
And they
right.
go down to 2 decimal places because you're going to be weighing very small quantities of some of your botanicals, like your essential oils and your preservatives. They only come in very small amounts. So you need 2 decimal places. And these are the 4 things, equipment wise, that you will likely need to purchase. Everything else you will probably have in your lab. And in reality, you could probably swap some beakers for some tiny little glass bowls if you've got them. So you may not even need to buy beakers. But the
Yep.
pH strips, the whisk, and the scales, all are very, very cheap. So don't worry about them.
Yes, exactly. So get your kit, Sarah.
So for the masterclasses, we try and team up with suppliers all around the world to bring you a masterclass kit. Now, this kit will have all of the ingredients that we're going to use in the masterclass, There may sometimes be a small change, like the emulsifier might change, or one of the oils might change ever so slightly. Don't worry, all of the kits have been approved by us before they've gone on sale. So
Yes.
these kits basically are an easy way for you to go to one supplier, buy what you need, and have it delivered. If you already formulate, you may have some of the ingredients to hand already, and then you can buy the remaining ingredients individually. Generally, what you will find is it is more expensive to buy the items individually if you're buying them all, but you will end up likely with more ingredients overall as well. So it's up to you if you want to buy them on individually or buy the kit. The one thing I will say, the kits always sell out. Always.
Yeah.
Every year we try and work with suppliers to ensure they have enough, but every year we always get more and more people joining these masterclasses and wanting these kits because they are diddy and they are really cute when you unbox them. So if you are wanting to formulate along with us, the best piece of advice I can give you right now is to get to your study area, click on your ingredient suppliers, and order your kits, because the earlier you do it, the more chance you've got of getting the kit. And yeah, we often get people who come in sort of after the first week and the kits have already sold out. So don't miss out on your opportunity to do that.
And I have to say, we are incredibly thankful for our suppliers because they
Yeah.
have put these kits together and they're usually very good. They do their best to replenish these kits when they sell out. And we have this mentioned, if you're signed up and you've got your study area and you've got your shopping list, then order your kits as soon as possible. So
Indeed.
I love this, how it started. Getting ready to formulate a night cream in my home lab. Look at this beautiful home lab. Now, not to worry, you don't need a home lab that looks like this for the masterclass. This is actually very similar to the home lab I have now, but I create products to sell, so it's very different. But for the masterclass, you don't need to go to this extent. You can just you formulate in your kitchen is fine. In a separate room is completely fine. So yeah. Oh, look at this. And this is how she's doing now. She started her own brand, Sarah Taylor, and she launched a great, beautiful brand of products. You can see her logo, Pamoja, and all her beautiful products. So this, we hear this quite often from our
I have
students.
her cleansing balm. It is beautiful.
Nice.
Really, really beautiful. It's got just a hint of scent, and I use it in the bath. I put it on, and it just feels so luxurious and so rich. And then you just wipe it off, and your face just feels beautiful afterwards. It's
Yep.
lovely.
Yep. And Bridget shares here a little photo of her formulation space. This is actually larger than what I had started with. And
Yeah,
then
me
shows
too.
a lot more products than what I started with. But you can grow as you need to and as you experiment to see what kind of products you like making. Then I would say don't go crazy buying ingredients for now for the masterclass. Keep it super simple. Keep it to the ingredients that are recommended and just try formulating, because I think after that, once you've gone through the masterclass, then you can always experiment with tweaking and adjusting and maybe changing up some of your ingredients, but just keep it super simple. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. See, look how simple the setup is, right? Just a desk with some scales and a little old cutting board that is used to put your ingredients on. That's perfectly fine. Ah, this is Leslie. Leslie started her own brand called Bella Botanicals out of her dining room and her kitchen, and now she has a whole line of products, and they're beautiful.
They are indeed.
Yeah. Oh, here's Makisha. Oh, I love Makisha. Her products are so beautiful. Look at the space she started with, right? This is how she started, right here, overlooking her property. And this is how it's going. She launched a brand, and yeah, I mean, we love it. We're so inspired by what the students and the graduates do. And many of them, actually, I think all of them pretty much started in the master classes as well.
I think
So,
most of them did, yeah.
yeah. That's right. Here's a great comment. I'm so to the moon excited that my home lab is coming together little by little. At this point, I think I have what I need for now. I was finally able to correctly measure my essential oils. Yes, with the jewelry scale. Yes, 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 yes. The jewelry scale. So that's all going to be shared. I would like to know from the people that are watching if you have an idea of where you're going to be formulating yet, or are you still trying to sort it out? Let us know in the comments, and we'd love to just see what you're suggesting, what you're thinking about. Do you have a space to formulate? Yes, and make it work for you.
Yep. And you can see on the right side of that photo how small a space that really is. And as I say, I started with a box of ingredients and I just popped them away.
Mm-hmm.
And I even had to move the microwave off of the countertop to work. So you really don't need a lot.
Yep, exactly. Let us know if you have any questions before we close up for today. Yes, I see some comments coming in of when you're thinking of formulating. Let us know if you have questions so we can get to them as well. But just create your formulation space for now. Just start thinking about where you're going to formulate, and we're going to be covering all of that. Just make sure you join our skincare entrepreneur mastermind group. Make sure you sign up for the masterclass. It's free. You're going to be learning to make this gorgeous. Look at that. I wish my printer did a better job of this because it really is gorgeous. Oh, there you go. Yes. And the ingredients that are used are all accepted in natural formulation. We don't use anything that isn't EcoCert or Cosmos certified. Those are the natural certifying bodies that are known globally. We use all of those natural ingredients that are accepted in natural formulation, nature derived, plant derived, that are based with sticks, seeds, leaves,
Nuts.
flowers, and herbs. Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna really, this is a really big treat for you. Oh, here's a couple of comments. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I put in that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go. I was working in the kitchen, but I have a spare desk in my study, so that will be my new lab space, Angelique. That's so awesome. That is perfect. You don't need that much space. You don't need to be near a sink for this. You can use your kitchen sink to wash up later. Let me see. Davina says, my kitchen. Yes, that was me. That was me using my kitchen as well. Yeah.
Okay, we have a
Okay.
question that says, can you speak to the scents that are in the kit? Because I'm sensitive to some scents. I'm just trying to find the answer to that
Yeah.
one as we speak. So I think it's,
Yeah.
sorry,
So,
my internet's just suddenly
Angel,
decided to go slow. So give
yeah,
me a
Angel, and
moment.
the one thing we talk about also when we teach is that you don't have to use a scent at all if you don't want to. You
Yeah.
don't have to use essential oils. We can use, many times we use hydrosols, which are plant waters,
Hmm.
and they have a natural scent. But you don't even have to use that. You can use distilled water instead of hydrosols. But if you prefer not to add essential oils, that is perfectly fine because, as you know, essential oils are very, very potent. They have to be handled with care. You cannot sit there and be drip, drip, dripping essential oils into a product that you make because it can be irritating. And even though a product is natural, it doesn't mean you're not going to have a reaction to it. So that's something to be really mindful of.
So the
And
scent
this
is
one here,
lavender. So just before we go off this one, the scent is lavender essential oil, and that's what's included in the kit. And we use a Roman chamomile hydrosol, which will also have an element of scent. It's worth noting that hydrosols are much less potent than essential oils. But in lesson 8, as I mentioned, we will teach you how to customize your formulation. So even if you buy the kit and the lavender is there and you can't use it, don't worry. We can show you how to adjust your formula to remove the lavender. So don't worry.
Yes. And just to mention, lavender is one of those very few essential oils that have actually a lot of benefits to skin that is irritated.
Hmm.
So if you like the scent of lavender, you can try using using a little bit of it. So as Sarah mentioned, we can show you all of that. So
Yep.
not to worry. Angelique wants to know if we are learning how to make hydrosols in the masterclass. No, we're not going to be learning how to make hydrosols. That is something that you need specialty equipment for
Hmm.
to make it safely for formulation. But if you want to, you can join one of our courses and learn how to make glycerites, macerates, and all kinds of other extracts as well. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. So, for those who joined us late, we're talking about our free masterclass, which starts October 2nd. And we hope that you have signed up because this is going to be a great opportunity for you to learn how to make this botanical face cream
Hmm.
here using, as you can see, pomegranate, pumpkin seed. Yes, it has some excellent products, ingredients that are for sensitive skin, maturing skin, and that anybody will be able to use. Even your kids will be able to use it.
Yeah.
So, not to worry. That's what we're talking about. And I'm hoping that you have all signed up. And if you haven't signed up, please visit formulabotanica.com, our website, and sign up today because we're starting only very soon. Very a few more sleeps and we'll
Two
be starting.
weeks.
So we want you to join us. Yes,
First, well, we've got
exactly.
a lot of lives in the next 2 weeks, so we're starting from now with the live events to get you prepared. But the first lessons come out in 2 weeks, and
Yep.
for just to briefly go over, once you're in your study area, so you'll need to sign up. You get an email with your ticket. Sorry, you get an email to confirm. You need to reply to that email to confirm you're happy to continue with the masterclass. You will get your free ticket, and then you'll get access to your study area. In the study area, there is a link to download your workbook that we have just shown you, your Bible, your go-to how-to guide throughout this masterclass. You will also find your shopping list where you will see exactly all of the ingredients you'll be using and your ingredient supplier list. Now that page has all of the suppliers that have the kits on it as well. So those ingredient kits that we mentioned earlier, that will include all of the ingredients you'll be using, they can be found via the suppliers listed in the ingredient supplier list in your study area. Your study area will be the
Mhm.
page where everything happens. It's where the episodes will be released. It's where the replays of the live events will be hosted. It's where you can sign up for lesson 10, which we teach you live. Not, just like this, but we've got a real big surprise for you for lesson 10. So you can already pre-register for that one in the study area. So please do ensure you sign up for your free masterclass ticket and get into that study area where everything will be for you.
Yes. So two things that I want to just highlight. One is in the chat, you will see the link that Elisiane shared to the free masterclass. Click on that, sign up. It's all free and an amazing opportunity for you to learn how to make this botanical face cream. My goodness, you're going to love it. It's a life lesson and it's all free, something that you will know how to recreate over and over and then adjust to whatever you would like. This is from Formula Botanica, right? It's the leading online teaching institution where we teach thousands of students every year to make skincare products, cleansers, balms, lotions, oleo gels, and hair care products like shampoos, conditioners. So we know what we're talking about. Our team is comprised of chemists, botanists, cosmetic chemists. So our classes are outstanding. They're award winning, and we've just put this master class together for you for free. So it's a great opportunity for you to learn, and it's all starting in a couple of weeks. So
October
you have
2nd.
time now. Sign up. That's right. So sign up with the link below and join our skincare entrepreneur mastermind group on Facebook, because that's where you want to see everything, and we want to see your selfies.
Your workbook selfies. Get them in there. We love them.
Yes, your workbook. That's right. So I think that's it, Sarah. I'm excited. I think we need to wrap this up for today.
Yep, I think we've
But
answered all the
I'm looking
questions.
forward. Yeah, we've answered all the questions, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the Skincare Entrepreneur Mastermind group. I'm going to be heading over there right now, and I want to see your selfies and I want to see your questions. We're here for you. We're here to support you in this journey. You're not alone. You're going to have lives and all the episodes and lessons, everything one step at a time. We want to make sure you learn to formulate.
Safely. And I will
Yeah,
see you
that's
in
right.
on Wednesday for the equipment live. I'm not doing the ingredient live. We are leaving that to our wonderful education team. You are in for a treat with that one, where we will talk about everything that you will need to get started. I will be back on Wednesday night with the equipment, where we will show you how easy it is to start setting up your home lab step by step. So thank you everyone so much for joining. Thank you to Elisiani, who's been in the comments answering questions and sharing links. If you have any questions at all that you maybe didn't share or you think about after the live, you can email us via the help desk on hello@formulabotanica.com. The
Mhm.
email is in the chat as well if you want to just grab that and copy it. We are here Monday to Friday, and we are happy to answer any questions that you have in relation to the masterclass and in relation to the school in general. So we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the future lives.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining, for your questions and your comments, and we'll see you in the groups.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.